Mark Levin slams McCain's over-the-top funeral coverage, claims it's gone on way too long, by Amy Moreno for TruthFeedNews.com. Senator John McCain's funeral has been one of the longest, most pomp and circumstance funerals we've seen since Reagan passed away. My goodness, not even beloved Barbara Bush got a send-off like this, and she was FLOTUS and the mother to a two-term president. You'd think Abraham Lincoln had died, or maybe King George. John McCain was a controversial, very unpopular senator who was censured by his own party for behaving far too much like a Democrat. I guess that's why mainly Democrats and establishment types are mourning him. McCain also proudly admits that he tried to destroy President Trump by peddling the fake dossier to the FBI. Globalist McCain was no friend to the America First movement. As a matter of fact, he did everything he could to stop it. Mark Levin has had enough and slammed the over-the-top funeral coverage. From Breitbart here. Conservative talker Mark Levin told listeners of his nationally syndicated radio show Thursday that media coverage of the late Senator John McCain's memorial services has gone on a little too long and seems a little over the top. And I say this with the deepest of sincerity, and I don't want calls on this, by the way. Am I the only person in America who thinks the passing of McCain and the news coverage has gone on a little too long and it's a little too much? Really, you can honor somebody, but this is going on day after day after day after day after day. And I don't say this out of any animus whatsoever, period. Why do some public officials get this kind of treatment? Kennedy, McCain, so forth, and others get no treatment whatsoever. You've probably never even heard of them, probably weren't on TV as much as, say, McCain or Lindsey Graham and so forth. To me, the heroic part of John McCain has nothing to do with his service in the Senate and everything to do with his service in the United States military, and that's why he's a hero to the American people. What he did in the United States military and what was done to him and his bravery. And we have a gentleman, I just told you, he's still a member of the House of Representatives by the name of Sam Johnson. Outside of Dallas, Texas, the vast majority of the American people have never heard of him. I have had him on the program in the past, and he won't get a send away like this. So why? And again, I don't want calls on this. It is because of his votes against Republicans, whether it was on immigration or Obamacare or tax cuts under Bush or things of that sort. I'm quite serious about this. In the election of 2008, most of the same voices we're hearing today in the media and in the Democratic Party condemn McCain. Some even accused him of being racist. Surprise, surprise, that's what they do, and strongly supported Obama and pushed Obama. You had nasty editorials written about McCain. They would talk about his temper. They would talk about potential. They just went on and on and on. You and I were the ones that voted for McCain, and we lost badly. The main reason is we wanted to stop Obama. But is it because McCain didn't have fidelity to conservatism or republicanism, or what is it? It's incredible. We had this for 2 days, these attacks on the president for being cheap, for being low, for being worse, because of the flag not being at half-staff throughout the mourning period. The mourning period, I think, goes through Sunday. Okay, fine, I understand that. That is the criticism, but you don't see the same kind of criticism applied to John McCain or the people who planned his goodbye in slighting Sarah Palin, which really is a mean thing to do. She never said a nasty word about John McCain, even when conservatives were raising questions about what he did and so forth. She never did. When I had her on a couple of months ago on Life, Liberty, and Levin, wouldn't say a negative thing about him. Never did. She was his vice presidential running mate. He picked her. That seems to be a little bit more relevant to me than the flag flying at half-mast through Sunday, and yet you'll see almost no criticism of this by the same so-called news outlets, the same so-called voices, the same crowd who can't wait to attack Trump. But I'm just saying it seems a little over the top to me what's going on, and they're not done. Today is Thursday, right, Rich? So we got Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, so that's really a full week. And I want to make abundantly clear, I want to say it again, because people like to twist my words and try to destroy our program. This has nothing to do with animus. It's an observation. Was it because he was a presidential candidate? Is that what Mitt Romney will get? I don't know, but I suspect the media attention is more a result of him breaking with orthodox conservatism or traditional conservatism as key points at which he was very, very helpful to the Democrat Party and the left, which of course we know the media embrace. Just one man's observation. Oh, and he's totally right, because that's why the media is fawning all over him, because at the same time he's dissing Trump and he's breaking down orthodox conservatism and traditional conservatism. Absolutely correct. That's why they're fawning all over this rhino traitor, and he was no war hero in anybody with half a brain's book. Yeah, he was not. And Levin is just trying to break it down without any animus, so to speak. But exactly, this guy was a traitor to it's like he was a plant, And he ran for president, lost. I mean, really? And then he lost to Obama, and then he's buddy with Obama. I mean, what a hypocrite, what a traitor to this country. And when they say McCain was no friend of the America First movement, that means he was no friend to the American public, because that's what the American people wanted, this America First movement. And that's why Trump won. And he was trying to diss everything that Trump was doing, but he only put mud on his face. That's basically it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.